Hello there, this is Vince from articlemarketingrobot.com here. I'm doing another video in version 1.1.0.4. This is the next video in the sign up series that I'm doing right now. So in the previous video I showed you the best practices to make an author account and how to get your email working with the software. So in this video I want to actually use the account that we created and sign up to some sites. So the first thing that we should do is configure our tools options, because this is where a lot of things can happen. So right here we have something called CAPTCHA cracking. A CAPTCHA, for those who don't know, is that squiggly line of text that you have to enter to prove that you're human. By default in Article Marketing Robot this is set to manual, but I have 4 CAPTCHA services plus skip CAPTCHAs if you want to. 4 CAPTCHA services encoded into the software, so you can not have to enter that text manually. Each one comes with a certain price. I think death by CAPTCHA is $1.39 for 1,000 cracks, if I'm not mistaken. Decapture is $2 for 1,000 cracks, and Antigate is $1 for 1,000 cracks. So I use death by CAPTCHA because it's easy to fund for me. And all you have to do is sign up to one of the CAPTCHA services, fund the account or put money into the account, and then come back to Article Marketing Robot and enter your CAPTCHA service username and password. So this would be the username and the password that you signed up to the CAPTCHA service with. When you're done, you just click the test button, and Article Marketing Robot will ask if you want to upload a test image. You don't have to, but for this video I'll say yes, and give it about, oh that was fast. So there's the image there, and the result. And if you want to look at the image, it is this. So as you can see, it correctly cracked the CAPTCHA. So there we have it. So I've got a balance of 32. This is actually, I have 3,200 images loaded into my account with death by CAPTCHA. So that's how that works. So I'll just get out of that, click OK. A couple other things you might be interested in is threading. Threading can go up to 1,000. Now if your computer can't handle it, you're probably going to get an out of memory issue. I always run my software around 30 threads. You can go higher, 50, but it really depends on the type of computer you have and the type of internet connection you have. If you have a slower computer, it's just going to basically max out the CPU, and if you have a slower internet connection, it's just going to time out on every site it tries to sign up to, so you have to find the happy medium. Another thing that's interesting is the timeout. Again, if you have a slower internet connection, you might want to bump your timeout up, because this is the amount of time it takes for the amount of time that Article Marketing Robot will allow a web page to load before it considers the site timed out, and therefore it will skip it. Some other things you might want to look at is the save HTML results during sign up and submit. I only keep that checked if I want to troubleshoot a site that isn't signing up properly, but I think it should be. This stores the last shown HTML result from the website during the sign up and submission process. One of the things that happens if you keep this checked is sometimes the folder that it saves the files to can get extremely bloated, like 10,000 HTML files in a folder, and what happens is Article Marketing Robot eventually will stall out because the folder won't allow any more files to be written to it. So that's a problem that you can easily be solved by not allowing it to save HTML results. Okay, so those are the main options that I go after when I go for a sign up and submission. So I'll just OK out of that, and we'll go to the next step. So I've got my author account set up. I'm just going to go to select directories, and in the select drop down box I have a bunch of different options. If I select all, I get to all the sites selected. You can see that they were selected here. If I select none, then they go away. Or if I highlight a few different sites, like control or shift click, all those, and I go all highlighted or none highlighted or highlight all. So that's how it works. So I'm just going to select all and click the sign up button. If you want to walk away from your computer, you can do and confirm. So basically, Article Marketing Robot will confirm emails after it's done the sign up process, so you don't have to click the confirm button. But in this case, for the video, I'm just going to click sign up and let it do its thing. So you get a compiling, please wait, and now it's off to the races. So this process usually takes about 10 minutes or so. And not all sites will be successful. I mean, sites come and go. Sometimes they go down. Sometimes the hosting, they run out of bandwidth. Who knows? There's so many reasons why sites can disappear off the map. But in this case, it's running, and I'll come back and resume the video once the signup is complete. Okay, so looks like our signup is complete. We have 297 OKs without doing any confirmation. The reason for that is because these are because of AMS sites or Articles MS. There used to be a time when AMS sites did not require an email confirmation URL to be clicked, but some sites do still they've since introduced email confirmation URLs, and some sites do it and some sites don't, but there's no way to determine which sites do and which sites don't. So they get marked green no matter what. But in the email confirmation process, Article Marketing Robot will still find the URLs for the sites if the emails are sent. So we probably have a bunch of emails sitting in our webmail account, so I'm just going to log into it for my October 5th email account. I'll just log in. So right now I'm sitting with 969 emails to be confirmed and verified. You'll see that some sites send out a username and password. So as you can see, Article Marketing Robot created a username from that spun first name and last name that I showed you in the previous video, and this password here that is sent down from the website that it signed up to. Article Marketing Robot will extract the username and the password from all the emails and store them in the internal database, so that later it can log in and submit articles. So I'll just go back to AMR here. So now the next step is the confirmation process. One thing I want to show you is back in Tools Options, we have something called an email throttle. Some computers don't, like, some people will try and run the software with half a gig of RAM on their computer, and what would happen is they would download all the emails, like all 1,000 emails from their server all at once, and then they'd crash because they'd run out of memory. So I introduced the email throttle, which allows you to download only 100 emails or however many emails at a time, and that way you won't get any memory crash issues. So I got it set to 300, and what'll happen is AMR will download 300, confirm, then do another 300, and so on and so forth until the confirmation process is complete. So I will confirm and let it do its work, and pause the video one more time. Okay, so looks like we are done confirming emails here. I have 1149 confirmed emails, or sorry, confirmed author accounts. So those are that's the maximum number of sites I could submit to based on the default site list. A couple tips I will give you is you can filter out, take out the OK in the email and just filter by none, and refresh your site list and re-sign up to the sites. A lot of the times, sometimes the sites are down temporarily or whatnot, and it's always a good practice to select all the none sites and do another sign up. Another tip is to also do another confirmation. So maybe 24 hours later, redo the confirmation, and the reason being is because sometimes sites don't send out the confirmation email right away. Maybe their email server is slow, or they have their cron job set up to send out an email maybe once every 24 hours instead of right away. So those are two valuable tips that will help you increase your OK count on the sign up process. So the next step after this is to filter out the email nones just by OK and then submit your article. So we're going to do that in another video. So right now the sign up videos are complete, and we will move on to the next video. So thank you for watching, and have a good day. Cheers.